This is Universal Orlando Resort, home to two thrilling theme parks, Universal Studios and Islands of Adventure. These parks include immersive dark rides, thrilling roller coasters, and world-class theming. How's it going, everyone? It's David here, and join me on my one-day trip here to Universal as I explore both parks. So let's go in and try to have some fun. Good morning, Universal Orlando. Starting our day off here at the original park, Universal Studios. Right now, I think we just made it for rope drop, and we are gonna make our very first ride, Revenge of the Mummy. Last time I was here, this attraction was closed, and this is definitely a bucket list ride. Okay, made our first ride of the day on Revenge of the Mummy. In fact, we actually got first ride of the day. I haven't been on that ride in a long time, and my goodness, that is much better than I remember. Theming in there is awesome. And the actual roller coaster portion, you get some wild ejector airtime on that. It's a little rough around the edges. You do slam around your seat a little bit. I don't think it's too bad, but that is an excellent indoor roller coaster. I know it's first thing in the morning, but if the crowds stay like this, I think we're gonna be in for a good day at Universal. It is very cold today, though. It is hovering in the 50s today.
Looking at a lot of you, let's be honest. I am not overly optimistic. So, there is your first.
Just did Transformers the ride, and I call that the Michael Bay experience. A lot of explosions, a lot of non-discrete action that I wasn't sure was going on, and yeah, it was okay.
Don't attempt the challenge if you recently had surgery or other conditions that may be activated by this attraction. Experienced villains must supervise their...
Just did the all-new Villain Con attraction, and that might be the first stand-up dark ride. You are literally on a conveyor belt. I'll tell you what, that line just never stopped moving. That must be one of the highest capacity attractions I've ever seen. And that thing was so dumb, but I had fun with it. It's a nice distraction in the middle of the day. When things have a long line, you just go in, you shoot up some minions. Yes, I was shooting towards the minions. I don't think you were supposed to, but hey, I have my own way of fun here at amusement parks. But for what it is, I thought it was cute. I thought it was silly. I don't know if I would rush out of my way to do it again, but it wasn't bad. Just rode Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit, presumably for the last time. There are rumors that this ride is not long for this world. And honestly, I don't think it is a great ride. I did get assigned the front seat. It was definitely bumpy, but I've definitely had worse rides on that. It is a cool novelty that you're able to pick your own song. I picked I Want You Back by Jackson 5. That was kind of fun. The ride, it does shake around a lot. And there's parts where it's just meandering around. Actually, my favorite parts of that ride are actually when you are entering and exiting the mid-course brake runs. You get some serious ejector air there. But again, if this ride is to go, I'm not gonna miss it too much. ride the water slide.
You know who really broke Fiona's goods? Me!
DreamWorks Land is cute and all, but they really haven't added anything here. It's just the Troller Coaster, which was the Woody Woodpecker Nut House Coaster. And I don't know, this was the former kids zone, and I feel like this corner of the park is, I don't know, it's always been lackluster to me. But what is not lackluster is right next door, which we're gonna do right now, the E.T. Adventure. This is one of my all-time favorite rides here at Universal.
You and E.T. will be making your 3 million light year journey on these bikes, but don't worry, you don't have to pedal. But you will need an interplanetary passport. So before you leave with E.T., tell your first name to one of our assistants, and they'll give you your pass. Sounds like E.T.'s ready to go, so good luck everyone. And remember, E.T.'s counting on you, and so am I. It's up to you to save his planet so that he may visit us again.
Just did the E.T. Adventure. Well dated in sections, I wouldn't have it any other way. That ride is a treasure. I just had a huge smile on my face the entire time. And this is the last version of this ride in existence, and I hope it never goes away. Unironically, one of the best attractions here, all physical sets. It's the last opening day ride here at this park, and it feels like you're flying, it feels like you're in the movie. At the end, it's like an acid trip. Oh, I wouldn't have it any other way. It's so good. Well, I was walking and it was like, Brett, a 2-day ticket was only $20 more than a 1-day ticket.
Yeah, it's weird. That's a bunch of things.
Yeah. All right, eat up. We got a Lard Lad donut. This thing is huge.
Why?
Here's the Simpsons ride, which is owned by Fox, which is now owned by Disney. And I don't think this ride is long for this world. One of the sad things coming down here in the off season is that you run the risk of some rides being closed for refurbishment. And on this trip, Men in Black Alien Attack is closed. It's a shame. This is another one of my favorite rides here at Universal. Probably my favorite interactive dark ride I've ever been on.
Hey, bye-bye. Yeah, check it out.
Time to enter one of the best theme park lands of all time. Harry Potter, Diagon Alley.
Right there on the right side of it.
Where the Gringotts identification photo will be taken.
Hopping in single rider for Escape from Gringotts. But the line outside said 15 minutes. You know it's a quiet day. I have not seen the line this short before. Look here, I'm already picking up the glasses. Just rode Harry Potter and the Escape from Gringotts. Took a single rider line on that and only waited like 2 minutes. You do miss some of the queue, but you do get to go into the big bank hall, which I think is the most impressive set scene of that queue. But anyways, that has to be the most technologically advanced roller coaster that I have done. We have motion seats, tilt track, portions of it that you are a simulator, portions of it that you are spinning, all while you're going through these giant wraparound screens and physical sets. It's a really impressive ride. Now, if you took the actual roller coaster and plopped it outside and stripped away all the theming, it wouldn't really be a good ride. But with the Harry Potter theming, which, by the way, world class, it's a great ride. It really is. And just like that, I am in Hogsmeade at Islands of Adventure, just like the Hogwarts Express, and that is a very nice train ride. Not a typical train ride, mind you. It has more projectors as you're going around. Just one thing to say when you do come to Universal, there's absolutely no videotaping of any kind on any ride, even on the train ride, which I think is a little ridiculous. But you just have to take my word for it, I guess.
They're massive now. Must be nearly 7 foot long.
This venue hosts Hagrid and Hogwarts.
We're close, guys. Once we get to the tunnel, it's the final rail.
Just had a ride on Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. And when it comes to themed roller coaster experiences, that has to be the best. I mean, it's a fairly long ride, practical sets everywhere, reverse tracks, drop tracks. You get to ride on the motorbike or the sidecar. Theming is just impeccable. I mean, all around, full experience, 10 out of 10. However, when you wait nearly 2 hours, you do often think ride to wait ratio. I mean, when you do wait that long, you do wonder if, so you have certain expectations or whatnot. That's not the first time I've done it. I have been on it before. It's an amazing ride. Unfortunately, because it's an amazing ride, everybody wants to do it. So, I mean, it is what it is. It's really only the long line I waited in today. Everything else I've waited in was like 20 minutes or less. But make the most of it for the rest of the day.
Violation of the Warlocks Convention of 1709. But then again, with all these muggles running about, perhaps a dragon is just what we need.
Enjoy the remainder of your stay.
Please take note of this location and report it to a member of the staff. Thank you.
No one else has read the book of Motorbike.
The Observation happens to be, by general consensus, the definitive volume of Hogwarts.
Also, it's to be dead boring. As is Professor Ben's very boring.
Relatively realistic.
So there you have it. Everything you need to know about Enchanted Beach.
Just had a ride on Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. This was the original Harry Potter attraction when Hogsmeade opened up here at Universal in 2010. It's a Kuka arm ride system, and that still holds up. That ride, that's spectacular. I mean, you have motion seats, it goes in sync with the screen, practical effects. There is a lot of animatronics, and they get really close to you as well. The queue line is one of the best in the industry. Wow, wow. Man, I'm actually taken back. I forgot just how good that ride is. And that is part one of my one-day trip to Universal Orlando. Did pretty much everything I wanted to do at Universal Studios in just a little over 2 hours. That showed you how light it was in the morning. And then hopped on over to Islands of Adventure, which admittedly was busier, but not too overwhelming, except for that Hagrid ride. Regardless, stick around for part two as I explore more of Islands of Adventure, and I also go back to the studios to see the Cinesational Nighttime Spectacular. So definitely stick around and subscribe if you want to see that. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it and subscribe for more amusement park content. And with that being said, thank you all for riding, and I'll see you next time.